First, I want to begin with this sort of little understood fact. The great wave of illegal immigration is over. It began in the 70s and built in the 80s. It crested in the early 2000s. And now it's done. It's finished. I'm not saying that we're going to have no more illegal immigrants or undocumented immigrants or however you want to call them. I don't want to get into the debate here, and I'll come back to this point of what language you should use. There will always be illegal immigration into this country and into almost every country in the world. But the number of illegal immigrants entering the country is now back to the levels it was around 1970. The net number is around 0. Roughly as many people are leaving the country who are undocumented as are coming into the country. And it's been this way now for several years. Some of it has been due to the recession, without a doubt. But there are other longer-term trends that are taking place that we have to recognize. One is that enforcement works. It has an impact. It has to have, if you think about it. And secondly, it is that the demographic pressure coming up from out of particularly Mexico has changed dramatically. The birth rate in Mexico is now down to replacement levels. The Mexican society, the Mexican population is still growing at a fast rate, but that's from all those mothers of child-rearing age that it takes a while for the whole wave to work its way through demographically through the population. So you still have a lot of mothers at child-rearing age, but they're only having 2.2 kids per child, per woman, as on average. So, already the number of 18-year-olds is going down. And that trend is just going to continue down, 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 down. And Mexico is really the country we have to look at when we talk about undocumented immigration, because it's our neighbor. More than half of the undocumented immigrants are Mexican. They are the largest source of immigrants, legal and illegal, in the country. It's easiest to come in from there. That's where we've had that tremendous wage gap between what you can make in this country and what you can make there. But Mexico itself is a vibrant country. It is not right to look at Mexico as, some place of economic misery. This is not to say there's not poverty in Mexico, because of course there is. But the Mexican economy has been growing faster than the American economy for the last few years. I mean, the two great middle-income stories, aside from the BRIC countries that we hear so much about, are Mexico and Turkey. Mexico is now receiving immigrants, the way the United States does in other countries. So is Turkey. There are 1 million U.S. immigrants in Mexico today, compared to about 11 or 12 million Mexicans here. But to give you some sense, there's this reverse migration going on. So, it's not just this migration going to India or to China, but also to Mexico. And I don't mean it just means people of Mexican descent, but, all sorts of Americans are going there in search of opportunity.